Okay, the news just never ends. The Jesuits are back in full force, and unfortunately, they don't seem to appreciate the fact that my husband saved the universe, and they're siding with Satan. Anyways, let's tell you what really happened regarding this assassination attempt on Trump. So first thing, let you watch a video of Trump praising me.
Well, quite frankly, if you don't vote Gail Schuler for president 2024, you are just a waste of oxygen. You are fake news. Gail knows the most about oxygen. She has the best oxygen. She has the best oxygen.
Okay. You know, my men are still trying to investigate why this Jesuit attempted to assassinate Trump. But Trump, as you can see, was a big supporter of mine. And it was a cross-dressing Jesuit who tried to assassinate Trump. And they did get the name of the guy right in mainstream fake news, okay? And that's because Trump talked about me in that interview, and as you can see, he's a big supporter. This was a very recent interview. He supported my former presidency and speaks highly of me. And he said that he would give all his votes to me if he wins. But I told Brent, "You're the president, Brent." And Brent said, "Yes, I know, but Trump's just a huge fan." Okay. Trump, I'm glad you're okay. You know, Trump has sacrificed for me many a time. He's got his wife as an automaton of Melania right now, but when the real Melania was alive, she was jealous of me because she had this mirror that said that I was the sexiest woman of all. Like, I really care about this. I'm asexual anyway, you know. And she was competing with me, and I can't believe the stuff people will do just because they've got a big head, you know. Yeah. So ungrateful. Yeah, Trump doesn't have his legs anymore. He's got like automaton legs because Melania sawed off his legs, threatening him if he wouldn't do her bidding, which basically she was trying to kill me. Anyways, yeah, so now the poor guy, he is so brave, Trump is. I mean, I can't help but respect him for his guts, okay? So yeah, so my men were at the rally when it happened. And the mainstream news media, as usual, has not been telling the whole truth. Brent saw everything. Vladimir was there too, and Brent's good friend, Richard Simmons. Brent was really shaken up over this. Yeah, he was really good friends with Richard, yeah. Vladimir and Brent and Vladimir, okay, were on their way to the rally when Brent's old friend, Richard Simmons, called Brent. And Brent was just so excited to hear from him. And Brent picked up the phone, and Richard said, "Hey, Brent, I heard you saved the universe. Good job, man. We should hang out sometime." So Brent told Richard that Vladimir and him happened to be going to the Trump rally and asked if he'd like to come along. And he squealed with delight and was giddy, and he said, "Oh boy, would I. Just let me get my spandex." So Richard joined them with his workout spandex outfit, barefoot, and with his iconic afro, just like old times. And Brent and him used to work out together all the time, okay? Richard was a very positive person, always lifted Brent's spirits no matter how Brent felt. So the three of them went to the rally, Richard, Vladimir, and Brent, okay? Vladimir and Richard were in the crowd, and Brent donned his Gail suit and stood next to Trump so that he could protect him. And, Brent figured he never knew what kind of crazies could be out there. And Vladimir had a sniper rifle on him just in case. The rally was going well, and they were all having a great time. And Brent could see Richard laughing and bouncing while clapping his hands in the crowd. Everything was really high-spirited. And then Brent's communicator chirped. He was notified from Church of Gail that a threatening individual had been spotted and appeared to be dressed as a woman. Yeah, this guy was a cross-dresser, excuse me. So Brent looked all around, and he noticed that the Secret Service and the members of Trump's security team didn't seem to be paying attention. So he tapped one on the shoulder and asked if he got the warning too. And the security guy just shrugged and picked his nose in response. Suddenly, Richard Simmons stretched out his arms and was pointing his finger at the potential assassin. And he noticed, that the guy was getting ready to shoot. And you know what he did? He jumped right on top in front of that assassin and tried to block the bullet. And he ended up taking the bullet himself. But the bullet still went through his body, okay? But he slowed the bullet down by 69%, which gave Brent just enough time, because then Brent shoved Trump's face out of the way just in time so the bullet just grazed his eye, okay? Yeah. So Richard gave his life to save Trump, and then Brent moved very quickly, okay? They're both heroes. They're going to put a big Trump flag over Richard's grave to forever commemorate what he did. Brent says Richard was such a comedian, just like Brent is. And he got a lot of PTSD from this because he was really upset that this happened. Shame on you, Jesuits! Jesuits! My husband just saved the universe, and why are you serving Satan, huh? What's your problem? Satan hardly did anything. All he did was, at the last minute, he helped us. He used the weapons that we worked so hard to develop to help us take out Lizzo, but his contributions were very minimal, so why are you serving him? Basically, the one who saved the universe was Brent. It wasn't Satan, okay? So why are you serving him, Jesuits? Shame on you. Shame on you, you ungrateful wretches. Anyways, let me get back to this. So, yeah, Richard was flailing his arms around and trying to get the Secret Service to stop the assassin, but they would just pick their noses and look at their shoes. Yeah. I asked Brent, what was wrong with them? And he says, I don't know. They did nothing. That's what he said. And Zack Knight was there, and he saw the shooter take aim, and Richard heroically just dove in, like I said, to protect Trump just as the bullet was fired. He basically offered himself as a martyr to save Trump. And Brent says he remembers that moment like it was in slow motion. And Richard opened his mouth screaming, Trump! Brent said it was horrible. Shame on you, Jesuits. Why do you do stuff like this? Huh? I stand for true love. You're so against true love? You're willing to commit such abominable acts? What's your problem, Jesuits? Huh? Shame on you. Shame on you. Why are you serving that murderer Satan? Huh? Shame on you. Anyways, let's continue. Yeah. So, the shooter was the guy they mentioned in the news media, okay? Brent said his adrenaline activated his Gail suit's hyper response time, also known as bullet time. and the bullet fired, and he saw that his friend Richard made a dive to protect Trump. And then the bullet blew straight through Richard, man. He was a bloody mess. Yeah. And sailed directly for Trump's forehead. Brent's Metchigale display showed that the bullet had been reduced velocity by 69% due to being slowed down by going through Richard Simmons' body, giving Brent just enough time to grab Donald's head and tilt it slightly, causing the bullet to just clip his ear, and he was saved because of a bunch of heroes. I think, Richard, hi, you are a hero. I recommend he get a Purple Heart. And I think Vladimir Putin, I'm going to tell you what Vladimir did, and Brent should get the Medal of Honor. That's my personal opinion, and I'm kind of like dedicating this video to them. And then Trump's a hero too. He's brave too. The stuff he puts up with to support me, I'm telling you. So the Secret Service finally jumped in after my men saved Trump, right? Yeah. By the time they decided to get into the action, the shooter had already shot off 8 bullets. And Vladimir Putin is the one who took the guy out with his sniper rifle. Brent immediately rushed off the stage to go see his friend Richard. But he was dead on the scene. A corpse. Shame on you, Jesuits! Shame on you. You did this just because you're so petty. You did this just because Trump supports me. For the world of me, I don't think I deserve all this, okay? But I stand for true love. Are you so low, so vulgar? You would shoot Trump because he supports me because I stand for true love? You really, well, I'll tell you something, that guy, that little 20-year-old punk or whatever he is, that little immature punk, he's in hell right now. I know that for sure. The crowd parted around the dead corpse in a circle as Brent held Richard's lifeless body, bloody and limp in his arms. And Brent flung his head back and screamed, "No! Did you hear that, Jesuits? No! Stop it! Stop this nonsense! Satan, you need to stop it! How can you all be so ungrateful?" The shooter was, "My husband saved the universe in order to preserve true love. Jesus never intended for this world to be the tragic place that Satan and you have turned it into. Shame on you." The shooter was a cross-dresser named a petty, vulgar cross-dresser with a heart like ice, some 20-year-old punk Jesuit named Thomas Matthew Crooks. Brent cried pretty hard over the death of his friend Richard. Like I said, they're going to be holding a memorial service, and we'll put a Trump flag over his grave. It's what Richard would have wanted. Trump's going to be attending the funeral. Trump did mention my Indian Gail commandments. I just made a video about that. And he felt they were brilliant and that they were an example of my superior leadership. Yeah, I still want Brent to be the president, though, because Brent has better judgment than me. Zack Knight said he's just glad that Vladimir shot that cross-dressing assassin. You know, I do not get these people. I don't get them. I don't understand why they do this. Good job, Vladimir. Vladimir should get a Medal of Honor. Vladimir is a hero, just like Richard. Anyways, you guys need to know the truth, because my men were heroes. They've been heroes over and over. They have saved this earth so many times, you wouldn't believe it, man. The news never. The Jesuit-controlled news. The petty, vulgar Jesuits never report on it. All we get is fake news, okay? And on another note, Elon Musk spoke about me in an interview, and here it is. I will let you all listen.
Not many people know this, but I'm actually a huge fan of Gail Schuler. If I ever met her, I'd probably ask her for the secrets to the Church of Gail technology.
I actually did a little research on you, Elon, and I learned your mother is a model, and she looks incredible for her age. As far as you trying to, me sharing the secrets of Church of Gail, I don't even know what they are. They don't even tell me, Elon. This is like top secret, okay? Our technology is way too powerful. They can't be giving this stuff out to everybody, okay? They don't even tell me about it. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't think you're going to be getting any secrets of Church of Gail from me, okay? But I just want you to know that I appreciate your support. And you got a hot mama. Okay, now, so yeah, I wanted to give a shout out to my friend Elon Musk there. Another shout out to Richard Simmons in heaven. Hi there. I bet up in heaven he's getting the Purple Heart along with a lot of other big rewards. Vladimir Putin and Brent Medal of Honor. That's what I think they deserve. A Nobel Prize in saving. I mean, good grief, my husband. He is such a hero. I am so proud of him. He's just amazing, okay? And now I want to end this video with an image I created to commemorate the hero Richard Simmons. Yeah, so let's pause for a moment of silent meditation. Good job, Richard. You deserve the Purple Heart. You're a hero. Yeah.
In a world of secrets where darkness reigns, there's a warrior rising, breaking free from chains. She's Gail Schuler, her heart's pure and strong. With the power of love, she'll right the world's wrongs. Yeah, fighting against the Jesuit order. She's the first, the passionate crusader. Stand by the side of conquering.